Can court orders in divorce and child custody cases be based upon the preponderance of the evidence standard in Utah? Not only can court orders in divorce and child custody cases be based upon the preponderance of evidence standard in Utah, they are based on the preponderance of the evidence standard. Divorce and child custody cases are civil cases as opposed to criminal prosecution cases, and the general standard of proof in civil cases is the preponderance of the evidence standard. For those of you who wonder what a standard of proof is and what the preponderance of evidence standard of proof is itself, I'll tell you the answer to both of those questions. First, a standard of proof is the level of certainty and the degree of evidence necessary to establish proof in a criminal or civil proceeding. The preponderance of the evidence standard is articulated very well and in plain English in Utah Model Jury Instruction CV 117, which I will quote to you now. Quote, "You may have heard that in a criminal case, proof must be beyond a reasonable doubt. But this is not a criminal case. In a civil case such as this one, a different level of proof applies. Proof by a preponderance of the evidence. When I tell you that a party has the burden of proof, or that a party must prove something by a preponderance of the evidence, then I mean that the party must persuade you by the evidence that the fact is more likely to be true than not true. Another way of saying this is proof by the greater weight of the evidence, however slight. Weighing the evidence does not mean counting the number of witnesses nor the amount of testimony. Rather, it means evaluating the persuasive character of the evidence. In weighing the evidence, you should consider all of the evidence that applies to a fact, no matter which party presented it. The weight to be given to each piece of evidence is for you to decide. After weighing all of the evidence, if you decide that a fact is more likely true than not, then you must find that the fact has been proved. On the other hand, if you decide that the evidence regarding a fact is evenly balanced, then you must find that the fact has not been proved, and the party has therefore failed to meet its burden of proof to establish that fact." Close quote. That's how the preponderance of evidence standard is applied, or should be applied.